Hey y'all, it's Kate from the Literary Apothecary and welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, it's Kate from the Literary Apothecary and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another bi-weekly reading vlog. Now, this is for the week of June 4th to the 17th. Now, bear with me these next couple of videos because I've gotten a new light. I'm trying out a ring light here, trying to figure out the glare on the glasses and everything. So if things look a little weird, let me know in the comments below. If you like the lighting, let me know because I'm just trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. So along with that, I'm gonna start off this video with a couple changes that are coming. First of all, in my videos, my reviews for the books, this is specifically for books in series. Unless it's part of the books my boyfriend gave me series, I will no longer be doing dedicated reviews for books that are in a series after book 1. For series, I'm going to be doing the first book in the series and then a series review where I talk about my favorite book in that series and my least favorite book and everything along with the series. This will leave me some time to be able to do other things that I want to do coming up. And so I'm hoping that this change will be good for everyone. Also, I'm going to cut out some of my Friday shorts. Now, I haven't quite decided exactly what I want to do with these shorts. Just trying to make things easier on myself. I've also announced some Patreon changes, so those are the changes that I've got coming up, and I really hope that people like them. So now on to the reads that I finished this week so far. Include the short story B is for Bigfoot. This is one of the Dresden Files short stories, and y'all know how much I absolutely love Dresden. So this short story was really, really good. I really loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I loved getting some of the insider knowledge that we get in here. We learn a little bit about the magic, about some of the different species. We learn a lot in here that I'm told by Leslie will come in very much handy going forward. I also loved Harry and Erwin's friendship that developed in this. I couldn't get enough of that. Now, my current reads this week include No Heart for a Thief by James Lloyd Doolin. This is my self-pub Sunday for this coming Sunday, June 11th. And so far, it's sitting at a 4-star for me. I really am enjoying our characters, and I can't wait to see where this story goes. Also reading Lord of Chaos by Robert Jordan. This is book 6 now in the Wheel of Time series. And right now I'm really just still in the prologue. I'm enjoying everything, but I'm also wondering why this is a prologue because it picks up right where the Fires of Heaven left off. So I'm interested to see where this goes. The Voyage of the Forgotten by Nick Martell, the last book in the Mercenary King series. So far, this is also sitting at a 4-star for me. What's really weird about this book that took a lot of getting used to for me is that the chapter numbers go backwards, but as far as I can tell, the story goes forward. So that took some getting used to. Also, of course, Middlemarch by George Eliot. This is, of course, my weekend reads. Also sitting at a 4 stars, lots of 4 stars so far. There's a lot going on in this book, and I'm just trying to keep all of the characters and what they're doing in order. I know there's a lot that I'm reading right now. Just a couple more. Dictator by Robert Harris. This right now is sitting at maybe a 3.5 star. When I first planned this out, it was sitting at a 3 star, but I'm thinking maybe a 3.5 star. It feels very different than the first 2 books in the Cicero trilogy for me, and I am having a hard time adjusting. Unmasking Autism, Discovering the New Faces of Neurodiversity by Devin Price. This is a book that I had a coworker who said he knows that I'm a big reader, he knows about the channel, and he said, hey, I've got this book, I need to talk to someone about it. Would you mind reading it? And I said, yeah, sure, no problem. And then he sent me the book title, and it's a nonfiction book about autism and people that mask their symptoms and their tendencies. to avoid essentially the stigma and that comes with the diagnosis of autism. So far in the book, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really learning a lot, and I've learned that a lot of these people that mask their symptoms are women. And so far, I mean, it's sitting at a 3.5 star, I think, right now, but I'm hoping that it picks up as I go further in. And then the last book that I am currently in the middle of is actually a reread for me, a buddy read with John. We've been listening to I Can't Make This Up by Kevin Hart. This is the audiobook for his first book, and I really loved it the first time I read it. I thought it was hilarious, and it's just the same the second time. And because Kevin Hart narrates it himself, it's literally just like his stand-up, and it's so good. So those are my current reads this weekend. I'm hoping to maybe finish at least one of them by the end of the day, but we'll see, because I'm either at the beginning or in the middle of a lot of them, and I've got a lot to do today. So I'm hoping either today, maybe tomorrow, I'll be able to finish one of these off. Once I do, I will check in again. So that's it for now, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Hey y'all, just checking in again now for our bi-weekly reading vlog. So this week I have finished Dictator by Robert Harris. This is the third book in the Cicero trilogy. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. It felt a little bit different for me than the other books in the series, the other 2 books. But Robert Harris's writing is just absolutely incredible in this book. And very soon, within the next couple weeks or so, I will have a series review for the Cicero trilogy, so stay tuned for more on that series. This weekend, I will be finishing up our Joan Didion essay of the month, The White Album. This one is one of those ones that is weird to take because it took Joan Didion 10 years to finish. She wrote it from, I think it was 1968 to 1978, and she was in a very delicate mental state during those years. And she was basically she wrote this essay to try to make sense of all of the nonsense in the world. And so it's really hard to process because she's trying to process it as she's writing. But there are certain things in there that I do still appreciate from her. The rest of my reading this weekend will be finishing up No Heart for a Thief, working on Middlemarch, Voyage of the Forgotten, Lord of Chaos, Unmasking Autism, and then once I finish No Heart for a Thief, I'm going to be starting right in on The Revenge of Thousands, which is the prequel novella to The Traitors We Are, for our next Self-Pub Sunday episode. But tomorrow's Self-Pub Sunday episode, I cannot talk, is with James Lloyd Doolin, the author of No Heart for a Thief, so I've got to get that finished today. By the time you see this, our episode will have been aired, so I will link that in the description below. But that's it for now, and I hope you all have a really fantastic weekend. Hey y'all, checking in one last time for this bi-weekly reading vlog. So first, to check in about some books that I finished reading. Last week I finished No Heart for a Thief. I finished that about a day before our live show with James Lloyd Doolin. I will link that in the description below. That was such a great chat. After the chat, I ended up increasing my rating for No Heart for a Thief up to 4.5 stars. I originally had it at 4 stars because I thought the pacing was a little bit too slow for me. And the main character, I wanted a little bit more of an arc around. In my conversation with James, I learned that our main character's arc is more of a trilogy arc and less of a single book arc. So that made me feel a little bit better about where our main character is going and helped me increase it up to 4.5 stars. Once I finished that, I read The Revenge of Thousands, which is the prequel novella to the Crown and Hide series by Michael Roberti. Going to be on our next episode of Self-Pub Sundays on the 25th. That one I gave also 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was good material. The characters were really fantastic. It was maybe a little bit too short for me. It was like less than 200 pages. I think it was like 130 some pages. It was really short and on purpose because it was a novella, but I felt like maybe just a little bit too short. but it did make me want to go straight into The Traitors We Are, which I've done. It gives me a little bit of the Faithful and the Fallen vibes, where we get points of views from all different kinds of characters, and we're not quite sure who really is the quote good guy and who's the bad guy in these books. So I'm now in reading The Traitors We Are, really enjoying this. Can't wait to see where Roberti takes this series. This weekend I am really hoping to finish The Voyage of the Forgotten, which is the third and final book in the Mercenary Kings trilogy by Nick Martell. I love this series so much. So far, this book is still sitting at a 4-star for me, but we'll see if that ending will bump it up any. I'm also making really great progress on Lord of Chaos, book 6 in the Wheel of Time series. I just hit a moment this morning while I was eating my post-workout snack that was just like I had to stop the audiobook, rewind it, and listen to it a couple times. It was just a wow, what did I just hear moment. And then I instantly went and was messaging with Leslie like, oh my gosh, I just hit this moment in the book and my mind is completely blown. So that might get bumped up in my weekend reading, because I can't wait to see where Robert Jordan takes this from what just happened. Of course, it's the weekend, so I will be making my way through Middlemarch by George Eliot. And then also in there, I will be reading Unmasking Autism still. So that's my reading for this weekend. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I have a long weekend this weekend because we have Monday off for Juneteenth. So I will be taking full advantage of that and reading a whole lot this weekend. Let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite reading moment from the past 2 weeks, and what are you looking forward to reading the most in the next 2 weeks? As always, my Patreon and my Discord information will be in the description below. Keep reading, and I love y'all to the moon and back. Bye.